Hello and welcome to the update. I'm Talisa Ryder. Monash IVF is under scrutiny once again after another embryo implant mix-up. In a statement to the ASX, the fertility giant has confirmed it had mistakenly transferred a Melbourne patient's own embryo instead of an embryo from her same-sex partner. In an incident in 2023, a Queensland woman unknowingly gave birth to a stranger's baby after the wrong embryo was transferred. To the US, where President Donald Trump has deployed hundreds of Marines to LA to help restore order as immigration protests enter a fourth day. Thousands of demonstrators have taken to the streets, blocking a major freeway and setting cars alight. California's Governor Gavin Newsom has called the decision to bring in Marines deranged and un-American. Earlier, the Attorney General Rob Bonta filed a lawsuit against the president for deploying the National Guard without the governor's permission.
What we saw yesterday happened after the president's unnecessary, counterproductive, and, most importantly, unlawful order.
The Prime Minister will use a major speech today to outline his agenda for a second term in office in what he claims as a profound opportunity for the country. Anthony Albanese will spruik his housing, energy and healthcare policies. Employment and Workplace Relations Minister Amanda Rishworth says they're dedicated to keeping Labor's election promise.
What the Prime Minister's also said is that we are going to keep faith with the Australian people and we're going to deliver on what we promised at the election. And I think that's what they'll expect. And I think the plan that we outlined will make a difference.
The seventh week of Erin Patterson's triple murder trial begins in Victoria today. The 50-year-old set to face more questioning over a fatal mushroom lunch at her home in 2023. Patterson maintains she's innocent and that she didn't intentionally poison them. And buy now, pay later services will now be regulated in the same way as a credit card. Providers, including Afterpay, Zip and Hum, will need to hold an Australian credit licence and are expected to report payment history. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the future of the Tasmanian AFL team is set to dominate talks at today's AFL Commission meeting. Also on the table, keeping the grand final in its traditional afternoon slot. Travis Head says a more relaxed approach to training has helped Australia thrive on the world stage. It comes as the Aussies prepare to take on South Africa at the World Test Championship at Lord's tomorrow. And Socceroos captain Matt Ryan is on track to become the third man to make 100 appearances for Australia in tomorrow's World Cup qualifier against Saudi Arabia tomorrow morning. In entertainment news, an eager fan has crashed the stage at Katy Perry's most recent show in Sydney. The pop star was performing her hit Hot and Cold when the fan managed to get on stage, Perry handling it like a pro and continuing to sing while security escorted the rogue dancer off. Billie Eilish's brother Phineas has been caught up in the violence in LA. The Grammy-winning music producer says he was tear-gassed while attending a protest, taking to Instagram to say they're inciting this. And Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds and the New York Times has been thrown out. A judge finding Lively and her co-defendants had not defamed the It Ends With Us director because their allegations were made in their legal complaints, which are protected by US law. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast newsroom. We'll have another episode of The Update for you later on.